how to do a time clock function with the Click PLC. The Click PLC has the time of day saved in it, at least our model does. If you open up Address Picker and you go down to the SD folder, which is System Data, and you scroll down to SD19 up to SD26, you're going to see we have the year, the month, the day, day of the week, hour, minutes, and seconds. All right, so if I'm going to do like a time clock function, I'm going to want the hours and the minutes, which is SD24 and SD25. Now, part of the problem that we're going to have is it treats that like two separate pieces of information, and on a clock we want to combine our hours and our minutes. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so I'm going to grab a math instruction, and I'm going to take SD24, which is the hours of the day, and I'm going to multiply it by 100. And the reason I'm doing this is because it treats that as just a single number. For instance, when it gets to hour 13, which is 1 o'clock, all I would have on the screen is 13, and I want to have 1300. I want to have 1300. When I get to 5 in the afternoon, I want to have my display give me 1700. So I'm just multiplying by 100 to get those two zeros afterwards. Next, I want to add the minutes to that, which is SD25. Right? I need to pick a valid address to store the result in, which is DS1. I like to give nicknames to all my addresses when I use them, so I'm going to open up Address Picker. I'm going to go to DS1 and put the nickname Time of Day. All right. I'll zoom in just a little bit for you. Now, let's say I want something to happen at a certain time of the day. I could use a compare instruction. The compare instruction, and I can compare DS1, and let's say at 7 a.m. I want these lights to come on. So I could say DS1 is greater than or equal to 700, which would be 7 a.m. Right? We could make an output come on, Y1. Okay, I'm going to write this into the PLC now. Forgot my end instruction. Let's try this again. Okay, so currently my PLC thinks the time of the day is 7:10 in the morning, and so we are greater than or equal to 700, so my output is on. So I'm going to show you how to write a time into the PLC to test something like this out. So I'll do that again. I'll go up to PLC, I'll click on that, and go down to Calendar Clock Setup, open that up, and I can manually adjust the time in the PLC. So I'm going to adjust it to 6:59 a.m. I'm going to write that into the clock so it thinks it's 6:59 a.m. And we'll wait a minute and see that once we add another minute to this, if it does indeed become greater than or equal to and turn on my Y001. Okay, there we go. So then if I wanted to have a condition to shut this off, I could simply put another compare instruction in there. But I could make the conditions different here. Like I could say when DS1 is needs to be less than or equal to, let's say I put 17:30, 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm going to put less than. All right. So now DS1 needs to be greater than 7 a.m. and it also has to be less than 17:30, which would be 5:30 in the afternoon. If those two conditions aren't true, we won't get an output. All right. So currently, my current time of day is 7:01 a.m. So we are greater than or equal to 7 a.m. and we are still less than or equal to 17:30. So now I'll show the off part of this. So I'll go into PLC, calendar, clock setup, and I'll change my time to 5:29 in the afternoon. And we'll wait here and we'll see if it shuts it off. There you have it. So it shut it off. So I hope this helps you. It's this Click PLC is probably not the best for a time clock function, but once you see a workaround like this, you can make it work.